Hey, what's up YouTube? It is Melanie back with Melanie Loves Death Metal Tape Tuesday. Obviously this is pre-recorded from yesterday. Mondays and Tuesdays are always the easiest days for me to record videos because there's a stint where there's nobody else home and it's quiet and there's no distractions. So I try to pump out as many videos recorded between these next 2 days so I can upload them throughout the week. So anyway, where we last left off was with the E's. So obviously we're going to start with the F's today, go through the F's, the G's, and then the I's. So we're getting through a lot today, just because why not? Why not make a longer video today? So, but before we get started, I received 3 tapes since the last recording, covering letters that we've already talked about. So let's go through those really quickly. And that is, first up is the Anatomia and Pazuzu split on Life After Death Records. This actually just was released a couple of weeks ago. And I'm pretty sure these were sold out everywhere. So I actually have not listened to this yet. So this has been on pre-order for a while now, and I just got this in the mail today. So, but wanted to show it off and say, hey, this is now in my collection. But if you're not familiar with any of these bands, definitely check them out, and I will probably talk about this on another video. So that's one of the new I guess kind of tapes, considering it's a split, but Anatomia was first, so I figured I'll throw it in with the A's. Next one is another Life After Death release that I got, and that is Abominated. This also has been on pre-order and finally just came out, and this is Decomposed. I believe this is an EP or a demo. I think it's a demo. So Abominated is a band that I'm not very familiar with, but I listened to this when it was really announced and I really liked it, so I bought it. So I'm definitely going to dive more into this band and learn more. But this is really good death metal, really, really good. A couple of songs. So again, Life After Death has great releases, so if you have not checked out them yet, you definitely should. So again, I just got this morning, have not listened to it yet, so yeah. All right, and then the next new one I got goes with the H's, so we'll talk about it when we get to there. So all right, let's get started with the F's. First up, I've already shown this off before in another video, but this is Fleshrot's demo. I think it's a demo. This came out last year. What else do I need to say about this? It's amazing. It sells out. I don't think you can find it anywhere. It's got that really cool horror VHS slipcover, a Desert Wastelands release on a really nice clear pearl printed tape. So this is phenomenal. Like I said, it sells out everywhere. The 7-inch has been popping on distros and then going away, and the band's releasing them. It's been going away. So yeah, managed to snag this when it was available a while ago. But really good stuff. Excited for these guys to release a full length, which I think is happening this year. Okay, next up is this one. I've talked about this already. This is one of my favorite releases so far this year. This is Fossilization with He Whose Name Was Long Forgotten on Transylvanian Recordings. Amazing, amazing. If you have not listened to this yet, please do so. They just signed with Everlasting Spew, so I believe there's probably some CDs and vinyls coming. And then obviously I got this on Transylvanian Recordings. And I think there's some represses of this coming too. So yeah, this is amazing. Like I said, members of Jupiterian, if you're not familiar with that band, get familiar with them. Great stuff. Really, really good. So probably the 3rd time I talked about this now on this channel. Really, really good. I'm so happy I found this band, and I've been seeing them getting a lot of attention, so that makes me really, really happy. So all right, next is the Fluids and Oxidized Razor Gurgling Gore release. So this is brutal death metal, as you can tell. And yeah, this is incredible. I absolutely love Fluids, so of course I grabbed this as soon as I saw they're going to be releasing it. Gurgling Gore with their incredible tape aesthetics, just top notch, just so cool. Like I just really, really love the detail that goes into these releases. So yeah, and then obviously it comes on this plain white case. So, and then the slipcover for it. So amazing, amazing aesthetics. This tape is filthy, filthy brutal death metal. If you are not familiar with any of these bands and you like brutal death metal, you should check them out. But I feel like pretty much almost anybody that watches this channel already knows about this. So that's that. Next up is a demo on Maggot Stomp that I bought solely for the Mortician cover. It is Frozen Souls encased in ice. It has the Mortician cover of Witch's Coven. I've talked about this on this channel already. I recently got this not that long ago. Good stuff. Do I need to say anything else about Frozen Soul? Everybody knows about Frozen Soul. So there's that. I did have their full release that came out this year, Cryptic Vice on tape, but I recently just got rid of that because I'm clearing space and I already have it on vinyl and all this other stuff. So if anybody is wondering, yeah, I did have that at one point, but I don't need a tape in vinyl. I just am trying to make my tape collection a little less chaotic and try to buy either only the tape or the vinyl, be a little bit more economical, but we'll see how long that lasts. Next up is another great split that came from Gurgling Gore, and that is the Fumes and Thorn split. I know I've talked about this on here already, plain black case, and then obviously the tape aesthetics are incredible as always. This split is incredible. I've seen it all over the place, which makes me really, really happy. Thorn is great. Fumes is great. Two of these newer bands that I absolutely love right now. And if you're not familiar, Brennan Thorn is now the vocalist of Fluids, and then Fumes has a new demo out, which we will talk about in a few minutes. A new demo side project, I should say. And my cat is pawing me. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I'm trying to get into the video. It's driving me nuts. Okay. Anyway, the next one is Fetid's Steeping Corporeal Mess. Do I need to talk about this? I already talked about in another video how I got this. I got it through the band. I have the 2 copies of the vinyl already. This is one of my favorite albums to come out in recent years. Absolutely love this album. So another one of those things where, again, I'm sorry my cat is just all up in my ass right now. Just talked about how I record on Mondays and Tuesdays for No Distractions, and then now my cat's here. Anyway, Headsplit Records release. Just wanted to add it to the collection. This is simply just I want it in my collection. I have listened to it once since I've gotten it because, again, I have the vinyl. And these are the things I'm talking about where I need to just settle down with the tape buying. But yeah, cool stuff. Love the artwork. And is there anything else that needs to be said about this? No. It's an amazing album. Love it. It's one of my favorites to come out in recent years. And I still listen to this on a heavy rotation. All right. So now we are going to move on with the G's. Let me just get a little bit organized here. First things first, I know I've also showed this recently. This is the Gutless that I just finally got off of Maggot Stomp. Mass Extinction. I believe this is a full length. I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, great stuff. Great death metal. Maggot Stomp, one of my favorite labels. As everybody knows, I pretty much have been trying to get as much as I possibly can off of them. There's not a single band that has been on this label that I do not like, so that's one thing there. But yeah, this is a great album. Was happy to finally get this. Last I knew that there were still copies of this, but I might be completely wrong now. So Gutless. All right, the next G1 is Gorephilia's. Sorry, the glare. In the Eye of Nothing. Last year came out with this release. I also have the vinyl of this, and again, this was a Bandcamp Friday exclusive towards the end of last year, I think. This really cool red tape. I absolutely love red, so that was primarily the main reason why I bought it. And yeah, I love this album. Again, it's one of my favorite albums to come out last year. Great pictures and artwork. I love the artwork. Love the artwork on this album. So yeah, what else is there to say about Gorephilia? Everybody knows about this album. Dark Descent Records, I believe, put the tape out, and then Misaka put out the vinyl. I may have said that the opposite way. I don't remember, but yeah. I don't know if you can find these anywhere. I bought it directly through the band when they did a Bandcamp Friday exclusive thing. Next up is a classic. I feel like every old school 90s death metal fan has this in their collection. I recently just added it because Shrill Cries had it on their site. And this is Gutted, Bleed for Us to Live. Classic old school 90s death metal band album. Really good stuff. Yeah, I mean, I just feel like everybody knows this band, so I don't really need to talk much about this specific album. Has a really nice J card with all of their lyrics, and of course the blood splatter images are a nice touch. But yeah, this is great. I listened to this quite a bit. If anybody knows, well, actually I could just look this up. If there was a vinyl press of this, if there absolutely was, I would probably try to get that, because this probably will sound amazing on vinyl as well. All right, the next one is, I teetered on going back and forth about including this in this video just because it has black in the genre title, but this is the Funeral Blackened Death Metal Band, Death Doom Band, I should say. Can't pronounce the name of the band, and I'm so sorry, but I believe it's GRAVKVADE. Don't know. I'm so bad at that stuff, and I do not know the album title name. Cannot even pronounce it, but this is on Transylvanian Recordings. Really good album. Again, it's funeral, death doom with like a black metal infusion in there. The tape does have lettering, but it's hard to see. I know I've already talked about this on, I think, one other video, but yeah, this is really good. Like, I don't even have to be in the mood to listen to this, so I'm probably gonna pop this on when I'm done, and then the lyrics are on the other side. So really good. Hoping this band puts out more stuff soon. I know that they just put out a cover of Dark Throne not that long ago, so really good. All right, next is a paperweight, and I'll explain why. Gate Creepers, An Unexpected Reality. So the day that they released this vinyl, which I own, that you saw in a previous video not that long ago, I also bought the tape because they had it, so I did like a bundle thing. And I admittedly never listened to the tape because I had the vinyl. And like I said, I've been trying to clear out tapes and sell them to people and whatever else, and somebody wanted to buy this off of me, and I took a quick listen to make sure that it sounded okay, because somebody messaged me when they saw I had this for sale and was like, hey, have you listened to both sides? Because the songs repeat on both sides. So because one side I'm seeing somebody say will fade in and out. So I was like, I should probably listen to this before I actually sell this. So sure enough, that one side's a dud. So only one side of this tape works. Again, it's not that big of a deal. It's the same songs on both sides. It happens. I just wish I had figured it out a lot sooner. So obviously not selling this anymore because I'm not going to sell that to anybody. But if anybody wants a paperweight, let me know, and I will ship it to you for a lovely $2 medium mail. But yeah, it's kind of annoyed about that, but whatever, it's not a big deal. I wasn't getting anything for it anyway, so nice paperweight for now. All right, next is Glorious Depravity on Translation Lost Records. Talked about this already. One of my favorite releases from last year. And again, Bandcamp exclusive. Bought the tape for, even though I already own the vinyl. Another one of those things. Yeah, and this album is fantastic. I feel like not enough people have talked about it, but I will say one thing that has made me very happy is Schnell on his vinyl vlog. He did recently talk about this. Somebody sent it to him as a donation to the channel, which made me super happy, because when he reviewed the new Swamp Beast, which is also on Translation Lost Records, I did comment on his video and was like, you gotta listen to Glorious Depravity. That band is amazing too. So somebody was on my level of that way of thinking and sent it to him, so I was happy to see that he listened to this and loved it, because it's incredible. It's a really good album. It's easy to listen to. It's fun. It's just, yeah, it's really good. really good. So if you have not listened to this yet, check it out. All right, on to the H's. So this is one of my new ones that I just got this morning. This is Helslave on, what is it called? Divination. I cannot say things. On Life After Death. This is their, I think their first EP. I don't really remember. Anyway, they have a new release coming out in a couple weeks. I have that on pre-order. I pre-ordered the EU version of the tape because I really wanted red. So this is really, really good death metal. If you know Tito on Instagram, he's like the main AR guy around. This guy manages the band, so he's been pumping out their stuff. So definitely check this out. So as soon as I saw Life After Death was releasing this, I snagged it because I loved what I heard from their new stuff that they've been going on. So yeah, I'm excited to listen to this. And like I said, I just got this today, so I haven't put it into my tape deck yet, but excited about that. Next is another album that I actually would prefer to have the vinyl for. And that's just simply because I think I'm more of a vinyl person than I am tape. So I see the vinyls available right now, which I'm probably going to try and pick that up in a couple weeks if I can still find a good copy of it. But this is Heretical Sect with Rapturous Flesh Consumed. I believe, did this come out this year or last year? I don't remember. Anyway, this is a really good album. I raved about this on Instagram a while back when I first got it. It's you know, it's got a blackened death metal feel to it. I would say it's more of a death metal album in that regard, but there's like that black metal elements to it or whatever. I don't know, but whatever makes it blackened death metal. But yeah, it's really good. The vocal style is different than what you're used to in death metal. It's just evil sounding, red tape. So yeah, I was really glad that I got this. It's really, really good. So I just can't remember if this came out this year or not. I think it might have. I don't know. Either that or it was at the very end of last year. So I'm bad with releases. But yeah. All right. Next is another Goat Throne Records release. I'm saying another like I talked about one already today. I haven't, but I'm about to. This is Hexorcist, Miami band. Bestiarum, Vocabulum, I think that's how you say it. Really good. Again, blackened death metal. Goat Throne is another really cool label. Just pumps out really good stuff, and also is a distro. So if you're ever looking for something, just remember Goat Throne, because for me, I recently found 2 tapes that I have been wanting for a really long time, but could not get because only Extremely Rotten had them in stock, and I did not want to pay the shipping price for it because it's expensive from that area. And I saw that he had them in stock on his site this weekend, so I was blown away by that. So of course I bought them, and I will be talking about them in the next coming update video as soon as I get them. But yeah, Hexorcist, really, really good. Check this out. This is another one of my favorite releases that I've gotten this year, and I still listen to this quite a bit. Maybe not the tape as much, but I have the digital format of it, and when I'm walking the dogs and stuff, I put this on. It's just evil sounding. It's raw. It's really, really good. And the next one. So this one might actually be a little bit surprised to some people. I'm going to consider it death metal. I don't know if anybody else is going to think some otherwise, but this is Imperial Triumphant. What the hell is it called? I forgot what the album title was. Alphaville. Yeah, I knew that. This is a special Total Dissonance Worship release that Simon did with a special OB strip on there, as you can see, or kind of an OB strip, I guess is what you call it. Limited to 100. I got number 65. So a little bit of a background on this. When I first heard this band, they opened up for the Behemoth live event that they did last year, and I didn't quite get it. I wasn't sold on it, but I saw people just completely raving about this band and how different they were, and they're just chaotic and they're crazy and all these things, and I just still wasn't sold on it yet. And then finally I sat down one day after just seeing rave reviews about it and just people talking about it. It just was one of those things where it was a hype train, and I finally decided to see what it was all about before I jumped on it. I listened to it. First time I was kind of like, all right, okay, I can see why people like it. Second time, okay, yeah, this is good. So I bought it because I thought it was good. Now, have I listened to it since I got this? Once. This is definitely one of those albums that, for me personally, I probably won't listen to a whole lot, but it's definitely a different style on the death metal. I guess they call it avant-garde death metal, which I can't keep up with all these genres. But anyway, yeah, that's the Total Dissonance Worship release that he did. Really, really nice release. The overstrip is really nice. The tape is really nice. But yeah, I'm pretty sure these are all sold out. So next one is, I bought this after Uncle Ken talked about it on his Instagram channel, and that is Intolerance Laments from the Dripstone Cave. This is also another Life After Death release, which I think you're going to start to notice I have quite a bit of those. He just puts out really good stuff. So this, like, it looks purple, but it's more like a cobalt blue tape. Really good old school sounding death metal. Just, it's your no frills, really good old school sounding death metal. Yeah, if it's got Ken's stamp of approval, then you know it's good. I listened to it when he posted on Instagram, and I saw that Life After Death still had copies in stock, so I snagged it. And again, this is one that often hits my tape deck because it's really good, and I'm pretty sure these are sold out everywhere. So, but definitely listen to the Bandcamp, which I just realized putting all these links is going to be time consuming. The next one is, I just showed this off, so I'll quickly get through this, is Inoculations. I think this is a demo. Yeah, Anatomized on Maggot Stomp. I just got this last week. Picked it up when I saw it was available. Really good. This band is nuts, man. Just, yeah. I'm so glad I found this band. It's a different take on death metal. It's just pulverizing fast. Just, there's so many elements into it, but it's so good. This band is so good. I'm glad I found them. I'm glad I listened to it. And then obviously the next one is their newest release that just came out last week, Celestial Putridity, Cannot Talk, again on Maggot Stomp. Whew, this album is good. If you have not heard it yet, please listen to it. What you're hearing about how it's amazing, it is. It's, again, every element you can ever imagine to it. Just the guitars are incredible. It's a really, really good album. It's probably going to be on a lot of people's year-end list this year. It's going to be probably pretty high up there on everybody's list. So, really good. Cleveland, Ohio. The Ohio death metal scene is just insane. So many good bands from there. This is really good. And I think these are probably still available, which blows my mind. But yeah, check this out if you have not. Finally, I just got this today, but I have been listening to it digitally for quite a few weeks now. This is incredible. Might be my favorite demo so far to come out this year. This is Internal Infestation. I always say Infernal. I don't know why. Internal Infestation with their demo on Goat Throne Records. Story behind this: the singer of Seep is now the singer of this band, and then Fumes, Daniel from Fumes, is also in this band. So this is like their mega group side project. So this is really, really good. Yeah, and like I said, I just got this today, but I've already listened to it once before I recorded this video. I was super excited to get this, and just the tape aesthetics on this are awesome. So it's a pink shell tape, and then the artwork on this is so good with the pink and the black and white offset. It just looks so good. And then the other side, so there's the Goat Throne Records. So I think there's still a couple copies of this left. Check this out if you have not. It is so good. Yeah, it's just pissed off. It's so good though. So yeah, I've been really excited to get this. I'm so happy that I got this today. And this is going to be one of those things I listen to quite a bit. I mean, I already have been listening to it, but I'm just happy I finally have the physical tape. And I actually missed one tape. I just now realized I got another new tape from Goat Throne. So this goes with the C's. So, and that is the new Coffin grinder. Well, not new. It's the repress of an old Coffin grinder that they put out. This is, really quickly, just show you a J card. So this is a repress of, and if you're familiar with Bo, who is from Insect Warfare, this is prior to that band, and this was actually recorded back in 2001. So yeah, they did like a repressing of this. So it is really good. It is filthy death metal. Listen to this if you have not. I know he still has a couple copies of this. So again, thank you so much for throwing this in with the Internal Infestation. I really appreciate it. This is really cool. Oh, did I show the tape? I don't think I did. It's got this really cool like green pro tape. So yeah, this is really good. So good stuff. I was actually excited that I got this too. So that's all I have for today. So next week we'll embark on the caves, which there's really not many. And then towards the end of the alphabet, there's a lot of tapes. I realized a lot of the tapes that I have either start with a P or an S or a W, surprisingly. So I have quite a bit more tapes. And I got a ton of new tapes today in the mail. So yeah, my tape collection is just getting insane right now. But once again, thank you for all the support. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next week for the next Death Metal Tape Tuesday.